Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and in sincerity. And salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. This lesson is going to be centered around this article. All right. Seen this article yesterday, and the Spirit jumped on me today to do a lesson on it. Okay. And this is from the New York Post. It says nearly 2,000 NYPD cops quitting before getting full pensions, a 71% jump from 2021. All right. And what this thing is going to cause is order out of chaos. All right. You had that one police force. All right. That every one of their members quit when the NDUB was hired to be a city manager over them. All right. Again, it's going to lead to what? Order out of chaos. Let's get that. And the thing is, is the way of truth, these things are being hidden because I had a hard time trying to get the information that I got before, all right, doing out of order of chaos. And I would put in that phrase, and the first thing that pops up now is a fucking movie, all right, instead of the correct information or the information that they're trying to hide. So this is from Urban Dictionary. It says order out of chaos, all right, or in Latin, order ab chaos, okay? It says a Latin expression meaning order out of chaos, a motto of the 33rd degree, all right, Freemasons, right, and having the same illusion as a legi tenebris, which see in this work. It says the invention of this motto is to be attributed to the Supreme Council of the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite, right? So basically it's a Latin phrase. Order ab chaos is a Latin phrase. It means order out of chaos. And that's what this is going to cause. It's going to cause chaos, okay? It says the NYPD is still hemorrhaging cops. Ever-growing exodus figures show 2,465 police officers have filed to leave the department this year, 42% more than the 1,731 who exited at the same time last year, according to the latest pension fund stats obtained by the Post, right? It says more disturbing is the fact that the number of cops hanging up their holsters earlier before reaching 20 years for a full pension has skyrocketed 71% this year from the year before, 1,098 from 641. So what are you seeing? You're saying these people are quitting the force, all right, in droves, okay? And they're not able to replace these people. That's why you have certain police stations say, we're not going to go to petty crimes anymore. We're only going to investigate the most heinous crimes, right? But guess what? That's what time we're living in, all right? The proud people, okay, you're not going to be able to call 911, namely the NDUB, because that's what you do. You talk all that shit, get into a confrontation, then you want to call Esau. Okay, well, guess what? You're not going to be able to do that in the time we're coming in. It says NYPD Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Lynch said the so-called voluntary quits are driving the stampede and not a big academy class that graduated in 2022, as claimed last month by Chief of Department Kenneth Corey. It says, we have had retirement waves caused by large academy classes before. They were nothing like this, Lynch said. This exodus is a result of cops in the prime of their careers deciding they have had enough. Excuse me? See? It says deciding they have had enough. The NYPD should stop trying to explain this staffing crisis away. Admit there's a problem and help us fix it, he said. See? Well, it's going to lead to sedition, man. All right? Order out of chaos. Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. It's just going to be another guise for Esau to come down with great wrath. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. And if there's no police to stop it, who's going to stop it, man? Cops are going to be trying to save their own life. Okay? It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? Esau wants chaos, all right? He's trying to implement a whole new system, okay? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? So when all this tribulation and anguish come down, you know, you're not going to have the police force to call. You're not going to have, you know, your everyday sheriff. No. All right. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See? So is the Lord Yahawashi setting these things up, all right, to bring forth the kingdom of heaven. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Why? Because they have walked in great pride. See, that's why the Lord is breaking this place down. Because of the pride. Okay? Because of the ways Esau has set up to rule, all right, which is clean contrary to the scriptures. Okay? Let's get Revelations 12. Because we in those times. All right, we're here. Police quitting in mass, not caring about getting their full pension. All right? These things weren't talked about even 5 years ago. Okay? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So all those protests, all right, the funding of the police was to do exactly what it's doing. All right, had a police officer quit in force. All right, to the point where they're going to have to, establish their order again. All right, order out of chaos. They bring in the troops. All right, declare martial law. Okay, and it's just signs of this place crumbling. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 14 and let's start up verse 8. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Yeah, this hellish condition that you're going into, Esau. All right, the Lord has declared and decreed these things, and now they're coming to pass. It says, it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, right? You know, it's going to culminate into World War III, okay? All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we are? As we? Art thou become like unto us, right? These nations are salivating, man. As they see the crumbling state of America, Babylon the Great. And they believe they have next. But little do they know, the children of Israel, the elect, all right, under Yahawashi and King David have next. Okay? It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. You're in a state of decay. Okay? It says, how art thou fallen, O Lucifer, which means what? Light bearer. All right? The global elites are the light bearer to this system. Okay? It says, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground that didst weaken the nations? Yeah. Well, this is the beginning steps of this place being cut down to the ground. Okay? Being weakened. When you have your one of the biggest, all right, police officer station or departments quitting in droves, all right? This is the beginning stages of your fall, okay? And we've been saying it for a while now. Staying in the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Who is this virgin daughter of Babylon? Well, let's prove it real quick. Let's go to the book of Psalms, verse 137. Chapter 137. Okay. And verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, raise it. Yeah, burn it down, right? To our temple, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. It lets you know that Babylon is still here. Or you Edomites are still here, man. Okay? O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that reward of thee as thou hast served us, right? So, vocab, you lost out again, man. All right? So this virgin daughter of Babylon is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. And their head is where? Here in America, Babylon the Great. The military power, all right? The England, all right, Britain is their what? The financial structure, the financial power, all right? And you have the Vatican, Rome, which is what? Their spiritual head, all right? Where you've seen all your so-called religions come from, okay? It says, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen, right? And this is part of their shame, you know. You have different legislation being set up, all right? And they're done with it because they can't get away with the things they were getting away with before, all right? That's why you had those various protests, because of the shame of how this country has set up these police officers, which is nothing more than the slave catchers of old, right? And everybody is seeing it. It says, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, right? Yahawashi is coming back as an angelic force, all right, to save his people, okay? Get one more. We'll close it out. Yep. Because all this is going to lead to chaos, man. All right? Utter chaos. This is the book of Mark, chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Right. Esau is clearly divided. You got your Democrats opposing legislation against the Republicans. The Democrats trying to defund, all right, the police. Well, it's just two wings of the same party. Two wings of the same bird. All right. You got your left wing and your right wing. Okay. And they're working in tandem, all right, to create chaos. Okay. So they can bring in the new world order. But guess what? The Lord has divided them. It says, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan, Lucifer, the light bearer of this world, all right, your wicked global elite, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end, right? He has an end, all right? Esau is the end of this world and Jacob is the beginning thereof, all right? Paraphrasing. It says, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man and he will spoil his house. So we are the beginning stages of that strong man being bound, all right? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Lord willing, come next you with another lesson. Till the next time I say shalom.